Morning. I was planning on getting on at the truck stop, saying hey and starting off the third day of this trip. Now I'm headed back up to Michigan. Be there, maybe even be in the house by 8 o'clock maybe. But we're on the road, getting back. With this trip we just had, the issues weren't so much with traffic or construction. It was all at the receiver in Kansas City, and it wasn't necessarily the receiver's fault. It's the driver that just insisted on not doing what she was supposed to do, which was unfortunate. It's another thing. We have other drivers that are paid a lot. They run expedited loads for some of these trips, and what they're supposed to do is why we drop our trailers in here, so they have the time to get it in, get it unloaded. But some of these drivers are paid really well to bring loads in, sit and wait for, it could be up to a week in some instances, and they're paid to sit. But once they go in at the guard shack, it's the people that are letting them in. They don't know the difference between an expedited and us regular, just dedicated drivers. And when we get a list of empty trailers that are sitting in the yard waiting for us so that we can take them and go straight out, and they are giving these expedited drivers the list that have empty Landstar trailers. So rather than sit and wait, these expedited guys are going in, dropping their full trailers, grabbing our empties, and running out. So that is why there was only one empty trailer waiting for 3 Landstar drivers, Landstar BCOs. But we got it taken care of. We got to reload. We're headed back to Michigan, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I wanted to say something real quick. I'm on this, it's Highway 36 going through Missouri. There are, right when you get off of 35, Interstate 35, north of Kansas City, there's 2 truck stops right there. When you get onto Highway 36, which runs east-west, so it'll take me back into Illinois, and then I'm going to jump up on I-55, head up to I-80, then back across and up into Michigan. But on this, it's a pretty good route to take on this Highway 36. Downfall is there are not a lot of truck stops that it's got to be, you're on this, if you're just going between I-35 and I-55, it takes about 3 hours, and there's only maybe 3 truck stops. So I was thinking about something else that's good to know, and when you're doing trip planning, is to know so that if you're going to need fuel, know where you need to stop for fuel. If you're going to park overnight, because especially when there's so few truck stops, you're going to want to get in pretty early and know where you're going to be able to park overnight. Because usually once you get past 8, 9 o'clock at night, at most truck stops, they're going to be filled up. So just plan that trip so you know, so you're not stuck out trying to park on an on-ramp or an off-ramp. There are a lot of companies that when you go through their orientation, they'll tell you we do not allow our drivers to park anywhere unsafe, say on the side of the road, on an on-ramp, off-ramp. It usually has to be in the rest area at a truck stop or in a shipper or receiver that has truck parking and will allow you to park there. So avoid putting yourself in a bad situation, and even possibly a dangerous situation, and know what's along your route. Just take that couple minutes and do a little bit of research, especially when you got to take your half-hour break, so you have someplace safe to park. But we are still rolling down I-36. All right. Appreciate y'all sticking around. I got stopped here. Stopped at Love's. Waiting to get fuel. We're only down about a half a tank. And by the time we get to the end of the day, it's going to be real low. So if I fill it up now, that'll last me through till I pick up the next time and get back down into Effingham, Illinois. It looks like we're about to pull up. Come with me. I did want to mention too, hit the like button. That helps me out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications so you know when my next video is coming out. And I'm going to jump out here and fuel up. And we'll see you shortly. Okay, everybody. Well, assuming the assumption on clear traffic in Chicago didn't work out, I just got onto I-80 east of I-55, which is going underneath Chicago. And it is, what time is it? It's just after 3 o'clock right now. So it's getting toward that rush hour time. I was hoping to scoot through before it got too bad. But it's bad enough. It'll slow me down. And I did remember one other thing, as I just went past a weigh station. So those of you that are truck drivers, do everyone else a favor and don't slow down to 55 miles an hour in say like a 60, 65 mile an hour, even 70 mile an hour zone, because you're going to go by a weigh station. They've even come to the point that the DOT has put minimum speed limits going through weigh stations, because they used to, some of them still do say maintain 30 miles per hour through the weigh station. Now they have, keep it between 40 and 25, because people would start going through weigh stations at freaking 10 mile an hour when they have their scales set to measure you going through there close to a certain speed. And I don't know what some of these drivers think. If you're one of the drivers that does slow down like that, do me a favor please and leave a comment telling me why. I think that's going to be it for now. I'm going to work through this construction, and I'm actually going to head to the house tonight, and that's basically going to be the end of my 3-day round trip to Kansas City. I'm only half an hour away from getting back to Muskegon to deliver, but I'm going to do that on Monday. So I feel like we're starting to move a little bit. So y'all be safe. I'll see you in a minute. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap up this video. But before I go, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, turn on your notifications. I want to keep pushing that fact. I'm trying to build up my subscriber base. The more subscribers I get, the better material I'll try to make some better things, make it a little more entertaining, best I can. Just more subscribers is a little more motivation for me. And so I'm in Michigan now. Just about to get over to where I park my truck and head to the house. So we're done with this round trip. And you know, we had our ups and downs. First day went pretty smooth. The second day, once we were in Kansas City, had a couple little things. But that goes along with driving truck. You're gonna have little problems. I mentioned that about slowing down when coming to weigh stations. I even got pulled in. I have a pre-pass, and this is the first time I got actually pulled into a weigh station. The red light went off, so I had to go through and weigh in the at the Michigan weigh station. And you can see clear as day, they have big digital signs: a maximum speed of 50, minimum speed of 40. I had to go through there at 25 miles an hour because that's what the speed everyone else is going through there at. It just makes the DOT officers look at you like, what is wrong with you? Should I pull you in? Are you drunk? I mean, going that slow? But it was all of us, as from who knows who the first person up front was that started that and made the chain reaction of everybody having to go 25 miles an hour, or you're going to end up getting too close to the guy in front of you. So we're wrapping it up. Pretty good trip overall. If you guys have any questions or comments, make them in the comment section under the video here. Any music that I play, I will post in the descriptions if you guys are wondering about that. But please subscribe, and I'll be coming out with more videos soon. Y'all be safe.